go again. Accordion Cool. Kind of a special day today. Today, I start my 12th season of sitting in this studio. 12th season.
Wow.
And this is show number 450, so I have one or two special guests. Actually, last week after the show, Austin said to me, look, can you do something to make the set a little more attractive? Here we go. This is Katie Hurwitz. Katie's been on the show before. We haven't seen you for a couple of years, though. What's been going on?
Lots of stuff. I was doing my master's. I was at Harvard studying education, and I just graduated a couple months ago. And then this summer, I was working for the Boston Symphony Orchestra and playing in different music ensembles. Like I was in New Hampshire for a while at the Apple Hill Center for Chamber Music, playing some music there. At MIT, playing some music there. And so super busy, music-wise, work-wise, but now I'm back. But very soon I won't be here. I'm going back to Greece. I was living in Greece last year, but I'm going back. I'm going to teach English over there in just a few weeks.
Master's degree, Boston Symphony, Greece. Well, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I went to Rhode Island and played a gig.
That's amazing, too. The ocean there, you know?
What do you mean, amazing that I played?
Comparable to Greece,
Katie.
some may say.
But, no, I met Katie just a few years ago now, and so she's been on the show a couple of times, and we're happy to have her back to kind of celebrate our big day, so to speak. So we're letting Katie pick the tunes today. And that first tune is called Tangerine from 1941. I think it came out of a movie. And it's become a jazz standard. And of course, a fellow named Art Van Dam, who the fellow that's going to be on in a few minutes might possibly have heard of, did record Tangerine. But of course, Art Van Dam had something like 40 albums. So there aren't too many tunes that Art Van Dam didn't record. So our next tune, 1940, was written, called Fools Rush In. It could be my theme song. And 1965, a fellow named Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson had a huge hit on the tune. And it was shortly before he died tragically in a plane crash. And I remember a group that I had at that time. I had a guitar player who sang, and his wife was the lead vocalist. And this guitar player loved Ricky Nelson. So we're going to do this tune one night, and so the guitar player is introducing it, and it was almost like a eulogy to Ricky Nelson. So we took a break, and his wife said to him, geez, I thought you were going to cry there, you know. So let's do a little Fools Rush In, and Katie, we'll let you set the tempo and take us in.
Okay.
theme song, Fools Rush In. Well, I think it's just about time that we turn Katie loose on her own, and I can just sit here and enjoy it along with you folks. So, Katie, tell us what you're going to do.
So when I was living in Greece last year, I got to do some traveling. And one place that I went was Malta. And Malta is kind of close to a country named Tunisia. I never went to Tunisia, but that was the closest that I got to it. And there is this very nice tune called A Night in Tunisia by Dizzy Gillespie. So I'm going to do a little bit of that today. I'm going to both sing and play the cello.
All right.
Aglow with its cool evening light, but shining at night in Tunisia, never does it shine so bright. The stars are glowing in the heavens, but only the wise understand that shining at night in Tunisia, they guide you through the desert sand. Words fail to tell a tale too exotic to be told. Each night's a deeper night in a world ages old. The cares of the day seem to vanish. The end of the day bring release. Each wonderful night in Tunisia, where the nights are filled with peace. The cares of the day seem to vanish. The end of the day bring release. Each wonderful night in Tunisia. Each wonderful night in Tunisia. Each wonderful night in Tunisia, where the nights are filled with peace.
All right. and she sings too. Well, with the magic of television, we're going to have another guest right up here with us very shortly. You stepped out of a dream and magically, your name is again?
I didn't know I came from a dream today.
I'm sorry. That's Corey Pesatoro. Corey Pesatoro, 3-time world accordion champion. He remembers everything I taught him, so
Yes, I
that's
do.
good. Yeah,
I do, in
yeah.
fact.
So Corey is here today to add to our little trio, and I'll just kind of sit back and cry a little bit between Corey and Katie.
And we played a tune I've never played in my life until right now.
All right. Well, seeing as how Corey's here, I guess we can put him to work.
Oh, do you want me to play a tune?
Sure.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, I got to pick something from this this new Korg here.
Yeah.
Lots of possible choices. Maybe we'll go with a guitar. Why not? A tune, maybe a tune you'd know, Dave. I think you'll know. I'll pick one. Pick one you know. And that was?
I don't know. I don't get
come on. Lady Be Good.
Oh, no, I don't
It's an
know.
older jazz.
No, I'm sorry, yeah. Well, Katie's been traveling all around the world. I understand you've been traveling across this continent a little bit in the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Playing accordion clubs and festivals.
Yeah, I saw on the the old T&V. You were with Kevin Selesky doing Selesky.
We were selling Joey Miskelin's accordion. Yeah, I know.
Tell us a little bit about the stripes on your accordion.
Well, this is left over from this accordion opened the election both in the primary last year and the general election at midnight in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire. This is the accordion.
All right.
So it kicked it off. If you don't like the result, don't blame me. I just started it. But this is, we played the national anthem both times right at midnight, and they voted right after. And so I had the whole flag on it. But then at the NAMM show, you know the NAMM show, Korg, you needed to see Korg, obviously. Yeah. So I took off this part. So I still have this part. But I'm going to put some kind of a skin on it. I haven't decided on what colors, because we already got the red and the flamed.
Yeah,
so I got to do something different. Maybe
yeah.
Black and gold or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. But yeah.
Well, all right. Well, Corey, welcome.
So we got the drums and timpani.
All right. Well, we're getting down close to the end of our time, and the last tune that Katie picked from actually 1927 and from a Broadway show called Funny Face. And you can actually sometimes see this on TV even today. They show the movie, and little tune called Wonderful.
Is that a word?
Huh?
Is that a word? No.
It is now.
No, okay.
It is.
So, Katie, whenever you're ready, just kind of take us in.
Sure. Let's see.
wonderful. It's certainly been wonderful having you guys here today.
Another tune I've never done.
Yeah. Well, see, you learned something.
I know. I learned something from
yes.
Accordion Cool Thursday.
And of course, we want to thank everybody who's watching, listening, tuning in, however they get this little extravaganza. And of course, thank you to Corey, 3-time world accordion champion, stopping by today. And of course, Miss Katie on the cello. It's you two humble me, but that's all right. So, and of course, the big guy behind the glass, Austin Ricketts. Like I always say, if I sound good, it's up to him. If I don't, it's something wrong with the instrument. You know, it can't be me, right?
No, definitely.
So, and we put him through his paces today, trying to get all three of us coordinated. So, Austin, again, a big thank you. So we're going to take it home, and we're going to let Katie kick it off again. A little more of wonderful, just to get us out of here.